What it do? This is your brother Bishop of Bishop's Own TV. And look, man, let me just get straight to the goddamn point. We got to talk about this Drake sneak dissing Meg Thee Stallion situation. And yeah, he was sneak dissing. I heard some of y'all talk about, oh, it's wordplay because it said shots and not shot. Yeah, I know Meg Thee Stallion is a stallion, but it's shots. He's talking about BBLs. We got to talk about this because, man, some of the responses, a lot of the responses that I've been seeing from some of our people has been rather disturbing to me. And I can't let this go unnoticed without addressing it. And yes, I know I'm some small-time YouTube guy, but god damn it, you're going to hear my voice. So before I get into my whole spiel, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel and tell your people. All right? So let's go into it. So Drake just released a new single with 21 Savage from this joint album, which I care not to know the name of the album because I'm really not a fan of Drake and I'm not a fan of 21 Savage, but they did release this record that's been making the rounds quite some time now, and it's called Circo Loco or some corny shit like that. But anyway, in this record, Drake just out of nowhere starts throwing shots at Meg Thee Stallion. No pun intended when I said that. Trust me, I was not trying to throw no little double entendres myself, but you know, this guy went there. And I mean, it was just out of left field because there's no record of Meg Thee Stallion even saying anything remotely negative about Drake publicly. So for him to do this is kind of suspect, but we know, I guess, Drake and Tory Lanez are cool. I mean, they both Canadian brethren, so maybe that has something to do with it. But I'm not discussing the diss record in itself. I'm discussing the really gross and disgusting response to a rapper mocking a black woman's pain and trauma. Because we got to talk about that. I know, again, I've seen the responses. I've seen how y'all coddled Drake and made excuses for this man. God, we talking about a man who's making a mockery out of a woman getting shot. Whether we think Tory did it or not, we don't know. That's fair to say, we don't know. But since we don't know what happened between Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, and it's an ongoing investigation, what we do know is that since it's an ongoing investigation, this line right here is very gross, very unnecessary, and very disrespectful to black women. Even though it's about one black woman, it's disrespectful to black women. It's disrespectful. And no, I'm not some simp, because I know that's what you're going, oh, you a simp. You a simp, which is problematic in itself if I'm a simp for simply making an observation about a black woman being shot, as if that's a normal thing that just happens. Like, as if that's, oh, black woman got shot, okay. And like, think about the mind of our people where we just brush that off as if that's a normal reaction to have. You know, but that says a lot about our community. That says a lot about people in our community where they don't have any problem with what Drake said. And look, I understand it's hip hop. This is not an attack on hip hop, but come on now. Objectifying women is normal in hip hop. Hell, women, there's a lot of female rappers this day. Hell, there's a lot of female rappers right now that objectify themselves. You know, we know that's a problem in hip hop. We know that, you know, there's a lot of misogyny in hip hop. We understand that. We get it. What Drake said and how he said it is nothing new. But I do find it funny in this age of quote unquote Me Too and cancel culture, how Drake has pretty much seemed unscathed. Because, like, let's be honest. Like, come on, we got to be honest. If Drake made this line about a Jewish woman, like if he made a mockery of a Jewish woman being shot, would he get the same kind of response? Would media outlets just casually showcase him making a diss record and promoting his album all at the same time? What if this was a white woman? How would the response be? I tell you how it'd be if it was a white woman or a Jewish woman. It would be outrage. They will be calling him to cancel and apologize. Think about it. Kyrie Irving had to just apologize to the whole Jewish community and donate $500,000 because he promoted a film that was definitely anti-Semitic. But here you have Drake making a mockery out of a black woman being shot, and nobody's outraged about it. Like, there has been a few influencers that have said some things. You know, there has been a couple of people with blue checks to say something. You know, I mean, hell, I'll read some right now. You know, you've had Mark Lamont Hill say, started listening to Drake's album, was 3 tracks in when I read about the Meg Thee Stallion reference on Twitter. I won't be finishing the album, and please don't tell me it's just wordplay or that it went over my head. I'm very smart. I got it. Doesn't make it less gross. I mean, you also have, you know, a couple of other little more soft responses to the whole situation. Drake just mad because Megan is actually from Houston. Pusha T literally called Drake mom a loser. His dad monkey in Steve Harvey suits. Said he insecure about his blackness and said he wasn't black enough, and Drake sat down and shut up. Weak sauce. Pusha T was liking tweets that said Drake's baby mama looked like Quentin Tarantino, but he got all this heat for a effing woman. And of course, another sister, Tracy, aka Bad Bunny, says Meg Thee Stallion got shot, said nothing to or about Drake, and Drake actively goes after her. Pusha T disrespected Drake's entire bloodline in front of the entire world, and Drake stepped up and started being a father to his hidden child. God damn! Ether, that shit that make your soul burn slow. What are we talking about here? Why do we don't have the smoke? Why we don't have this huge collective smoke for Drake? Especially considering Drake is not even of our community. Like, let's be real. I'm not on some xenophobic stuff, but we talk about the culture. We talk about culture appropriation. But Drake gets a pass. Drake is from Forest Hills. That is a wealthy Jewish community in Toronto, Canada. This man only visited Memphis through his dad on a couple of summers. Like, that's not even the same. Like, you don't even get a feel of what it means to be black in America just by visiting your family a couple of times in the summertime. Like what is that about? What is that about? Oh, he Memphis too. He Memphis too. He got that in it. He got that iron in mind. He got that iron in mind. Like, come on, man. Memphis, shout out to Memphis, man. Y'all just come on, because he's Drake, because he's this huge celebrity that he gets this pass. I know it because I live in Houston, and a lot of Houstonians love Drake. So it's ironic that a city that embraces Drake so much, and he's not even from here, which I'm not knocking the fact that because he's not from here, that he doesn't deserve some type of love and respect. But then on the flip side, you have a native Houstonian. I know some of y'all, well, she's born in San Antonio. Well, she's more Houstonian. She's more Houston than Drake is. That's for damn sure. But not only is she more Houston, but she's a black woman. Where's the black radio stations here in Houston that are going to be like, you know what, we're going to boycott Drake. You disrespect one of our own, we're going to boycott you. Man, I remember when the whole news broke about Tory Lanez allegedly shooting Meg Thee Stallion. Man, there's a lot of Houston rappers had a lot to say about Tory Lanez. Bun B had a mouthful to say. I mean, he made some damn threats. Yet, I don't hear a peep from any of these artists in Houston about Meg Thee Stallion. And this is a homegrown artist. This sister is from South Park. She's of the community. She's like literally of the community. But let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. It's because she's a black woman. And look, I make my criticisms about black women. I don't apologize for that. But it's amazing to me how not only black men, but black women give Drake a pass on his disrespect towards his black woman. Again, it ain't like he said, which would be disrespectful too, but it's not like the man said, "Oh, Meg Thee Stallion, you're too tall. Your thighs are too ashy. Take your twerking ass off the stage. We ain't trying to see that." It's like, okay, well, that's disrespectful. But no, this man, she could have lost her life. Let's be honest. She could have lost her life. She got shot. And the fact that, no, a lot of our people are just passive aggressive about it and just kind of like, relax. He's not using you for clout, which we're only talking about the line he threw at Meg Thee Stallion. That's mostly what we're talking about. And a lot of people are not even talking about all the other tracks on that album. We're talking about Meg Thee Stallion. So yeah, he did use her for clout. He used her for clout. And what makes a man that's not from our community feel comfortable enough to disrespect a black woman as he did? I mean, we just saw Meg Thee Stallion have an anxiety attack live on Saturday Night Live. There's a lot going on with this sister. And look, again, I've had my criticisms with her as well. Yes, I did say some unfavorable things about her on a video that I recently did about politicians using black people, black entertainers, to gain black America's confidence and votes. And yes, I let it be known how I felt about Meg Thee Stallion being used as a pawn. But I never called Meg Thee Stallion out of her name. I never made fun of her being shot. I would never disrespect a black woman like that. Black men, black women, y'all want America to respect Kanye West. Y'all want them to respect Kyrie Irving, two black men, two multi-millionaire, used to be billionaire, black men. Y'all want the world to respect them or else, but y'all want to show that same kind of love to Meg Thee Stallion. And before y'all say, well, Drake, he black too. Yeah, but Drake also identifies with his Jewish lineage too. And look, I'm not saying anti-Semitism, but y'all had so much smoke for Jewish people when it came to Kanye West. Y'all had the smoke. I didn't, because I peeped game. But how is it y'all had smoke for Jewish community, or y'all had smoke for, well, why? Y'all didn't feel that way about black people. Again, y'all confuse yourselves, man. Y'all pick a side, man. What side of the fence are y'all gonna stand on, Black America? Because this right here is way too divisive in our community. It's bigger than Meg Thee Stallion. It's bigger than Drake. It speaks to how we feel about black women. Where again, we're not even valuing black women's trauma and pain. I mean, think about it. Just days ago, we were talking about stop the violence. We need to change things in our community. We need to change the narrative in our community. We need to make it better. We need to love each other because Takeoff just passed away. We were saying all this about how young black men are dying. But then it's okay to make a mockery of a black woman being shot by a black man, allegedly. Make it make sense. God damn, the computers ain't puking. I don't understand y'all. I really don't. And what boggles my mind is boggling right now, but what boggles my mind is how it seems to me that more people were outraged that the baby made claims that he slept with Meg Thee Stallion than Drake making a mockery out of her pain and trauma. Like, again, we're outraged that the baby, which I'm not saying you shouldn't be. Yeah, that's tasteless. But yeah, we draw the line when the baby says he slept with Meg Thee Stallion in the record. But it's okay to make light of her being shot because he added an S at the shots. You get it? Shots, BBL, which is a weak punchline anyway. I mean, and look, this is not a first for Drake. Drake has told the line of misogyny. He has told the line of using black women and black men as caricatures for some kind of clout. I mean, just look at his video. Just look at him on Worst Behavior. Look how cringe he looked. Look how weak, lame he looks, standing next to a bunch of native Memphis people. In that video, he looks so out of place. But you can use black people for props when it comes to your own personal gain to give you some kind of credibility in the hood. Mob ties. Yeah, that's what he said. Mob ties. He made a whole song about mob ties. That's why we talk about culture. We talk about culture appropriation. Again, Drake, he makes these references every once in a while as if he's some kind of tough guy. When we know you grew up in a very affluent Jewish community in Toronto. I have to say that again. You won't respect Black America. You want people to respect you. Respect yourself. You don't even respect yourself. You allow dudes like this to be the voice of hip hop. I mean, this dude is one of the biggest faces of hip hop. I feel like he wouldn't have made it that far if this was back in the 90s before hip hop got completely co-opted. But this is where we're at now. And so many of our people excuse this type of buffoonery. They excuse the culture appropriation. But then want to claim people don't respect the culture. You don't respect it yourself. You don't respect it yourself. Yeah, I mean, damn, they gave all the smoke to Kevin Samuels. All the stuff that Kevin Samuels said, I ain't never heard him make light of someone being shot. All the smoke that they gave Kevin Samuels, I have never heard him make a mockery out of a Black woman being shot. And this isn't the first time Drake has made claims. I mean, we talking about Drake. This man didn't become a father to Pusha T, basically eated him and told him, look, you ain't being a father to your son. And because of public perception, then that's when he stepped up and promoted his son. Of course, by a non-Black woman. But he's the culture. He's the culture. Come on now. Come on. Well, that's why I don't get behind none of these boycotts y'all be talking about. I don't get by none of that. Anytime a large collective of our people start talking, oh, we need to stop the violence. We need to love each other. We need to unite. But when it comes to this Black woman, Meg Thee Stallion, yeah, I know she twerk. I'm not a fan of Meg Thee Stallion, but I'd be damned if I let some cat like this disrespect and mock a Black woman without me addressing it. Mock a Black woman's trauma and pain. We talking about this woman being shot, and y'all think that's normal. Y'all, you know, I'll say this: Jamel Hill, she did say something that was very on point about how we pretty much kind of normalize violence because violence has been bestowed on our culture so much, on our community so much that we've kind of normalized it. So when certain things happen that involves violence, we just kind of like shrug it off like, oh, yeah, okay, well, yeah, cool. Not saying we don't care, and I don't like to use the term we a lot, but not saying that the large collective of our people don't care about other Black people, because I know they do, but you know, that could have ended up bad for her. Again, we don't know what happened. She could have lost her foot. We don't know if she's going through pain and trauma. We don't know if she has nerve damage from being shot. We don't know. But what we do know is that if she claims that she was shot, we should at least respect that until all the evidence comes out. We should respect that. And even then, I'm still not down for publicly lynching a Black woman, no matter what happens, what the verdict says. Y'all gotta let the standing die down. Y'all gotta stop dick eating certain celebrities. Stop letting them get away with stuff. I mean, this is how R. Kelly got away with doing what he did with young girls for so long because of his celebrity status. Which, by the way, I'm just throwing this out here. You can say I'm hey how you want to, but again, Drake gets a pass even on his weird relationship with the young actress from Stranger Things. Like, how does he get a pass for that? This man is untouchable. But that's because a lot of people in our community allowed it to happen. But y'all want to stress the culture. Y'all want to stress respect for Black women. Yeah, okay. That's all I got. Don't forget to like and subscribe. and leave a comment. I know some of y'all gonna feel some kind of way because a lot of y'all are fans and whatnot. But hey, it is what it is. So what more can I say? Oh yeah, then he got the damn sister on a I don't know her name, Suzuki, Yukuki, whatever her name is, but he got her on the album cover with baby hairs and shit. He mocking black women right there. Y'all want to see that? God damn.
Nigger, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. I used to see out and be like, yo, that's that nigger, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. I used to see out and be like, yo, that's that nigger, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing.